Right, okay, we're here with Dr. David Cartwright.
That's right.
Is that right? Yes, and we're here actually at the open day for the Spilsby Masonic Centre. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep. Anyway.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, David.
Nice to meet you.
Obviously, you're a Mason.
I am.
You know, which lodge are you with?
Well, I was initiated into the Franklin Lodge in Boston in 1985, but due to work reasons, I moved up to Spilsby and then joined the Shakespeare Lodge, 426, which is here in Spilsby, later in about 1987 or 8, something like that.
Okay. And why did you want to become a Mason?
My father-in-law actually was a Mason in Boston, and he suggested that it would be good if I would like to join. At that time, Masonry wasn't quite so open as it is now, and it was a case really of joining the lodge, getting involved with the chaps down there, and learning about Masonry as you went on. Whereas now, I think you can learn more about Freemasonry, perhaps before you come in. And then it's not such a shock to the system, as it were. But in the 80s, it was a case of talking to my father-in-law Derek and other members of the lodge, what it's all about, what does that mean, what we're trying to achieve. And as time goes on, of course, it becomes more and more clear.
Sure. And I mean, obviously, when you were talking to your father-in-law about it and everything else, what were your feelings about it? You think, is it something?
Well, obviously, he didn't go into the ins and outs of ceremonies.
Yes.
But he talked about the friendship, the charitable giving, the commitment, and the necessary attendance at meetings and rehearsals. So I was aware of all that. And I felt it was something that I'd like to get involved with and see what I could bring to it as time went on.
Sure. And can I ask you what your role currently is within here?
Well, currently I'm chairman of the trustees, so there are 4 trustees, 2 from Shakespeare Lodge and 2 from Eccles Lodge, and we run and make sure that the building is kept in good order for all the Freemasons who use the building, which is not only Shakespeare and Eccles Lodge, but there's the Royal Arch chapter, there's the Mark, and there's the Mark and the Ark as well. So there are the side degrees that use this building. We organise. We just employed a new cleaner, for example. I discuss with the catering staff if they need any new bits of kit. We discuss Tony, the worshipful master, is also the other trustee, and he's organising the bar at the moment. So it's just the mechanics of making sure that the building is in good order and it works for the lodges and side degrees.
Right. Okay. And I mean, is that something you will continue to do, or will you move?
Well, that's something that's perhaps to one side of Freemasonry.
Okay.
I'll be doing that for a number of years. I was volunteered into the post.
Okay.
And I'll continue with that for a few more years, and then perhaps somebody else wants to come in and move things on. Because I don't think anything's particularly static these days, and you need to keep things moving on. From a Freemason's point of view, I've worked up through the ranks. I was WM Worshipful Master in Franklin in '94. I didn't go through the chair in Shakespeare because I'd already done it in Franklin.
Okay.
But I've continued to move up the ladder. I'm now past provincial junior warden, and I'm up for possible review of rank this next time. So I may or may not get senior warden. Not up to me.
No.
I'm also in the Royal Arch chapter, and for the last 2 years I was the second provincial Grand Principal. So quite a high rank in that side degree. I've stepped aside from that, but continue to be liaison officer for the province at the chapter, St Matthew's chapter in Barton.
Right.
So it's looking after other chapters as you go higher, other lodges depending on your position, and integrating it round the province really.
Okay. And each of the positions that are held within the lodge, is that it changes on a yearly basis? Is it like a yearly thing?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
So in Shakespeare Lodge, for example, every January, that's the installation ceremony. So traditionally, the senior warden is elected to be the worshipful master.
Okay.
And all the ranks below that move up a year as time goes on. And the first position you would hold would be the inner guard. So you let people in and out, depending, just open the door.
Yeah.
And then, actually, that's the first role on the floor. Prior to that, you would be steward.
Right. Okay.
So you'd help at the bar and also at the festive board. That's the meal we have after the meeting. Help serving the brethren, etc. And it's an interesting way of the younger guys meeting the older guys.
Yes.
And knowing who likes the soup and who doesn't like the curries or whatever. You know. So it helps to integrate the junior brethren within the lodge. And then coming onto the lodge, you get your inner guard, letting people in and out, and then you've got the deacons, 2 deacons, who take the candidates round during the ceremonies, supporting them, telling them where to go, what to do, and how to do it. And then the wardens and the master, they conduct the ceremony that's organised for that night.
Brilliant. So realistically, if obviously you've opened the doors, which is a great thing in a sense, but allowing people to come in and see what it's about and things like that.
Yeah.
What would you say to anybody that may be interested in getting involved?
I think the first thing is that the difference in Freemasonry today is totally different to when I came in the 80s. Right. There was still a bit of not secrets, but it was an organisation that had secrets, but it itself wasn't secret. But now I think we're far more open.
Yeah.
You can access on the internet, for example, all about Freemasonry. Although my feeling is that almost the less you know about what goes on in the lodge, it's probably better from a Freemason point of view. But to get information overall, one can access the provincial office in Grimsby to get as much any leaflets. You can ask any Mason, Freemason, about what's going on. We've started to open the doors like today and get more information. I think if you don't know any Freemasons, then the best thing to do would be to contact the provincial office at Grimsby on Cambridge Road, and I'm sure you could access those on the internet.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, it's been absolutely fantastic talking to you. I really do appreciate it.
I hope it's been of benefit.
Hopefully, it will open people's eyes to what's there, and maybe, hopefully, you can get more and more people involved.
Sure. I'm sure if people come in knowing what's expected of them, the friendship, charitable giving, integrity, then the vast majority thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, you haven't got to be a wealthy person to be involved, have you? You've got to be a businessman, have you?
No, and I think in times gone past again,
yes.
It was the upper middle classes.
Yeah.
But these days we have people from all sorts of backgrounds.
Yeah.
Which actually is better for the lodge, it's better for Freemasonry, better for society.
Yeah.
And it works really well.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very, very much for your time, which appreciated. Thank you.